In this video, we're gonna bring in a special guest. It's gonna give you 3 awesome and very important exercises to keep you riding strong and safe. What's up guys, Tyler from the MX Factory. Today, we have a special guest coming in to help you guys improve your strength and stability while you're on the bike. For me, check out this video up here. We put up a video on kind of some of the problems that I'm dealing with. And so we're coming up with some solutions to help make sure you don't ever have to deal with those. Jenny? 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 She was just here.
Hey.
This is her.
Hey guys, my name's Jenny. I'm a Pilates teacher for 10 years and a movement specialist. And since knowing Tyler, I've been able to watch his posture change while training for motocross. And I've noticed a few imbalances that I'd love to show you guys some exercises to help you prevent those imbalances.
So I've got a question, or multiple questions. So the problems that I'm having when I'm riding is I'll notice halfway through the day that I start to get pain in my neck, that my upper body starts to weaken, that my forearms start to lose a little strength, and overall just a little more instability when I'm riding upper body wise. I know from my experience it's a lot of core stuff, a lot of tightness in my hips, but I also know that I'm feeling it up here. What do you think that is? And I know we've got 3 exercises that are gonna improve that. Do you wanna explain a little bit of that as I stand in position here?
Sure, so one of the problems with high intensity sports like motocross specifically is that you're training really hard, your superficial, bigger muscle groups in one position. So leaving your smaller muscle groups, your stabilizer muscles, to atrophy, to overstretch, and be undertrained. So one of the more important things you need for motocross is mobility. You need stability in all different directions. It's a very dynamic sport, it's a very powerful sport, so you need that agility. You need to be able to take on force and impact in every different direction and very quickly. So one of the body positions I see on you a lot is that your chest is tight, right? Because you're constantly in this rounded position, and it's left your shoulder blades, your rhomboids, this upper back area overstretched, and that loses a lot of power in your upper body. It destabilizes your shoulder girdle is what we call it, your stability of your rib cage. So when you have stability through your rib cage, your chest is up, you're able to use your pecs, your shoulder blades, and an upright, flat back position that's gonna give you that power on the bike.
Okay, well how do I guess let's go to some exercises that makes that work. And don't you guys make fun of me, okay? Because I'm new to this, okay? I'm gonna be practicing it just as you're practicing it. Look at her patting me on the back. I'm always the guy doing cool stuff in the video, not today. Okay, before Jenny shows us these 3 awesome exercises, if you guys can take just 1 second to hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because we're going broke around here. You can see that I need some socks. This is highly gonna help us get there. Hopefully next video I have some new socks, but until then, Jenny's gonna start with the first exercise. What's it called? And let's get right into it.
Okay, so the first exercise we're gonna call Scapular Slides. What I'm gonna have Tyler do is get his entire spine on the wall. I like to have...
Do you want me to squat down a bit?
Yes, the knees bent in a squat.
Okay. Do you want my head
from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head, or really the base of your skull, is important to have on the wall. So you can tell that this is already hard for Tyler to do. His ribs are already exposed. So we want the ribs especially to be connected into the body and into the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so the next part of this exercise, bring your arms out wide like you're almost making a W.
Okay, ribs are off the wall.
The challenging part is gonna be to keep the ribs connected and then to get the forearms to the wall. So you can tell this is a little bit hard. We're gonna keep this position. He's gonna slide his arms up the wall. Ooh! And we've got a big, yep, there we go, and slide down. Ooh! So what he should be feeling is that the rib connection is deepening as he reaches the arms up, slides the scapula up, and then slides the scapula down, getting a big opening across his chest. Keep going.
Can I pause? Okay, I need a break. I just want to tell everyone where I was feeling that.
Yes.
Because it's important. A lot back here, a lot in my core, a lot mentally, and why I want to stop and talk about it is because these are the muscles that you're using when you're ready. So all this back here was on fire, and that was like, what, 3 reps?
Yeah.
At a total of 10 seconds?
It'll get you sweating really fast.
Right, so I think it's important for people to know that it's hard to get in that position for most people in general. So even just starting here and holding for a 10-second pause and then kind of relaxing, for me, that's a workout already.
Yeah.
So if it's hard for you to even move your shoulders, maybe just come in and hold, right? Like just try to keep ribs to the wall.
Exactly.
And then just hold it for 15, 20 seconds and then relax to start to build those little muscles back here and learn how to stabilize in your core and get it against the wall. Because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
So another thing I see, which Tyler was talking about with the helmet, having his head forward, when you're doing these scapula slides, if you can come into position, you want to imagine taking your nose and pressing it back into the wall. So it almost feels like your chin or your jaw is sliding back. Yes.
Oh.
So if you can get those 3 things working, ribs, forearms, and nose pressing back into the wall, you're golden.
I'm shaking. I'm not golden, I'm shaking. Okay.
Okay, so the second exercise I'll be doing with Tyler is called the upper body lift. I'll have him lie down on his
Wasn't that an
stomach.
upper body lift? Wasn't I lifting my upper body? Is this one harder?
Trust me.
Okay.
You're gonna be really schwitzing on this one.
All right.
So I'll have you lie down on your stomach, head in this direction.
Head what direction?
That direction.
Okay. Okay. All right. Can I pull my hat off? Is that a good idea? By the way, those hats are for sale on our Shopify. The link in the description below.
All right. Let's
This
get to work.
shirt's there too.
Let's get to work. Procrastination.
Okay. What now?
So you'll take your hands and stack them behind your head. One on top of the other, no interlace.
Oh, this is already hard.
Yeah. So the goal here is actually to keep your elbows lifted and your head pushing back into your hands.
Okay.
So this is that same work of pushing your nose back into the wall. Now you're pushing your head back into your hands.
All right.
All right. So lift up as high as you can come, pushing your head back into your hands, finding the bottom tips of your shoulder blades helping you to do this work. Elbows lift.
Okay.
Good. And then lower back down.
Oh, gosh.
And then we'll do that again. Elbows lift. Press your head back into your hands. Remember that, yes, very nice, good. And then all the way back down.
Oh, gosh.
Let's do one more. I want you to reach your toes really strong in the opposite direction. So point your toes back.
Okay, toes are
Elbows
pointed.
lift. Head presses back into your hands. Can you take a breath in here? And then exhale, lower down. Yeah. Great.
Oh.
Okay, so this next exercise, last exercise that we'll explain is
The third exercise.
The third exercise is a ribcage twist, is what we're calling it. So I'll have Tyler on his hands and knees.
I'm already doing
in
it.
a quadruped position, or tabletop, please, down.
Tabletop.
Thank you.
Oh, you hear those cracks? Those
Yes.
are real. Can't fake those.
So knees are underneath your hips.
How is that?
Shoulders are right over your wrists. So that's
Okay.
the very first part of this. Already Tyler's in the wrong form. So bring your knees forward. There we go. And you see how he's dumping in his back. So I want you to engage your core.
So you want me a little more cat than cow?
I want you in between cat and cow with a flat back. One straight line from head to toe.
Okay.
Okay, so you can already see, what his habit is to drop his head forward. That's hard for him. So in this one straight line, he's probably already working really hard. He's gonna take his left hand behind his head.
Oh, come on.
Try to take your palm to the base of your skull.
Okay.
You want your elbow to be in line with your head for this whole exercise.
Okay.
Hips are not gonna twist.
Okay.
You're gonna open your elbow up towards the ceiling as high as you can go,
Okay.
pressing your head back into your hands. You've got a little shake going.
Yep.
And then bring your elbow to your opposite elbow. So now you're rounding, but you're still pressing your head back into your hands.
Okay.
Good, and then elbow lifts up towards the ceiling. Keep your hips stable, yes. And then elbow to elbow. Keep your head pressing back into your hands. When you come up into this elbow to ceiling, find the bottom tips of your shoulder blades squeezing together. Good.
Okay.
That's great. How do you feel, Tyler?
I feel like there's hope.
Yeah.
A little bit, but there's hope. No, honestly, I feel, you know, I only did like 30 seconds total of work on each exercise, and I can feel the lingering burn in this top part of my body. You think as a motocrosser or a tough athlete that you're strong in areas that you're not until you get into some of these exercises like this that you wouldn't typically practice, right? So that's why we brought Jenny in, to give us some of this content that you guys can have the advantage, not only to be stronger, but to be safer, which is our main goal. What do you think, repetition-wise, length of exercise time-wise, maybe even a timeline? 3 months of this is good? Is this something that you practice forever and you just kind of do it as your warm up and warm down? Like, where do you think this fits into someone's daily schedule?
Well, that definitely depends on how often you're riding, how long you've been riding, the severity of your, if you have injuries. But I, just as a rule of thumb, would recommend this as a daily exercise, maybe before you ride as a warm up and as a cool down. Seeing the difference between at the beginning of your riding and at the end of your riding, how it feels. So I would do it daily. I would just commit to it just like you would commit to any kind of rehabilitative work you're doing. It's going to be really important just for daily life and continued strength while you're riding. All of those exercises I would repeat 10 times, start with 10, and then build up as you start to feel stronger. Make sure you're doing both sides for the twisting. And yeah, let us know how it goes. Let us know how you're feeling with it. And there's a whole toolbox of things that we can provide for motocross bodies that are gonna keep you healthy.
Motocross bodies.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a calendar soon, motocross bodies.
Yeah.
All right, so a few things this is gonna improve on the bike that I just wanna make sure you understand so you stick through this video and actually practice these moves. Okay, the ability to get in proper standing and riding position is everything in your upper body, right? Most of the people hunch here, which rounds their lower back. It turns all of the good muscles off, okay? So that's one big thing. The second thing is your strength and stability around the top of your spine. 9 times out of 10, when you see a catastrophic injury, it's up in the C5, C6, C4 area, and it's getting the spinal cord, and then you don't have feeling from the waist down. We don't want that. We want to build those muscles as strong as we can to make sure that we're able to ride as long as we can. The third thing is gonna be the endurance for riding all day long. For me, I can put in a couple of 20-minute motos and I can start to feel a little pain in my neck. I'm gonna practice these exercises to see if I can get maybe 3 20-minute motos or maybe even 4. But the fact of the matter is that we wanna be able to ride longer, we wanna be safer, and we wanna be stronger, and these are gonna help. All right, we're stoked, we're done. We're gonna exercise forever now. More videos over here. We can subscribe here, Instagram here, and Patreon here. Hit them all, touch them all. It's all great. Peace.